What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video this Christmas season. Before we get going, I want to announce the winner of this week's giveaway, and the winner of one of these 3 discs, it's Mr. Glenn Reiser. Congratulations, Glenn. If you want to reach out to me, you need to go to the DG Pastor on Instagram and message me there. We'll figure out how I can get one of these 3 discs, any of these 3 that you would like. We'll figure out how to get that to you. Now, for this week's giveaway, all you need to do is make sure you're still subscribed, like the video, and leave a comment. And today, I think I want you to answer this question. What is your favorite Christmas tradition? What's your favorite Christmas tradition? Something you do every year. You look forward to it every Christmas. I can't wait to hear your answers. Let's get into the video. Happy Sunday, heathens. What's up, guys? We're back out here at North Cove. We are playing the professional course on the property now. It is called the Gorge. This course is not playing games, okay? There's OB everywhere on every hole. You got some bombs to throw. You've got amazing views again. This is like the pinnacle right here, the Gorge. And today I'm gonna be doing a little bit of an extra challenge. I was looking at last year's Pro Tour event here. It was called the Blue Ridge Championship. The last player to make cash at this tournament was James Conrad. I did an average of his 3 rounds here on this layout, and the average score for him was 3 over par. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna try to match that or beat it to see if I would be good enough to cash at a Pro Tour event. If you watched last week's video, you know I did pretty good on the boulders layout, but this layout is not the same. This course will take your breakfast, it will take your lunch, it'll take your dinner, it'll take your soul. So pray for me that I don't die, and let's see if we can do this. All right. Hole 1 is a par 3, 381-foot hole. We're starting on top of the hill, throwing right down to that boulder formation. Now, this cart path you see that goes right down the middle of the fairway, if I land to the right of it, that plays as a hazard. Also, there is another path to the left of the boulders that plays as hazard as well. So I have to fit it in that green strip of grass to the left of this cart path that you see right in front of me. Very touchy shot right off the bat. All right, you got to commit to all of your shots here. Get down. Okay, I barely threw that and it went about 40 deep. Sweet. Okay, so Tay definitely ate his Wheaties this morning and decided to throw 430 feet off the tee. Great, great. This is, since I'm in hazard, I'm throwing for 3 now for par. Parked. Plus 1 on 1, not a good start. Hole 2, par 3, 390 feet. You got the river the whole way on the left. You just got to make sure you get on the right, but not too far right, because there is a line of rocks on the fairway that line an OB right as well. There's a very thin patch of grass you got to land on. And also, this first tree on the right serves as a mando, so you can't just hyzer out around. Already 1 over through 1, so just got to make sure this gets over. Yep, it's out there. Okay, we are inbounds, but just barely. About, I don't know, 80, 90 feet short. Just got to get this close. Yep, perfect. Hole 3, par 4, 564 feet. Cart path and beyond to the left, out of bounds the whole way. Another rock line on the right, play to the right, out of bounds the whole way. You got to play straight up this line on your tee shot, and then you go across to a guarded green. The basket is actually in a bunker that plays safe, but if you do not land in the bunker, it is out of bounds and you have to proceed to a drop zone. If I can get through this one with a par, we'll be okay. Get left, baby. Oh, that's great. It's going to be a huck to get to the island green, but I think we can do it. Okay, not a bad tee shot, but we still have about 300 to get to the pin. It looks like I'm going to be throwing my Wraith and my Grace a lot today. Commit to it and we're good. Skip. That did not skip onto the bunker. Gosh. All right, we're at the drop zone throwing 4. Should be just a simple mid-range hyzer. Parked. Look how close I was. Oh my gosh. My upshot was fine though. It's right under the basket. Okay, hole 4, 302 feet. We're going into this gap in the woods right there, going over the fallen down tree, and it's just up the hill, guarded by rocks again. This, honestly, I feel is more of a backhand turnover line than a forehand line. So I'm gonna grab my trusty river, rip it on a backhand, and just hope it keeps turning the whole way. 2 over through 3. We need to kind of right the ship here. I think I might have said that a couple holes ago. Oh, stay up. Stay up. Yes, sir. That might be in the circle. All right, a putt for birdie. Inside the circle. Time to execute. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's comeback season. Let's go. Hole 5, par 4, 629 feet. You got trees blocking you straight ahead, so you got to go around them right off the tee. You have rocks lining the left and the right of the fairway to signal OB, and I believe they go all the way up and around the basket. You can actually see the basket right through these 2 trees straight off the tee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a hyzer around to the right, hopefully have good footing so I can have another hyzer up onto the green, which is on a mound. We're going to be seeing a lot of mounded greens today, just letting you know. Also, I got some inspiration because I need to play the best I've ever played to beat this score today. So I got Big Deborah on right now. She's going to hopefully give me the juice to hit 3 over or better. We'll see. Also, I think I got my mic on my hat, so I got to be careful here. I got my thinking cap on. We need to think to stay in bounds all day. So I need 100% of my brain and 100% of my arm to do this correctly. That might be perfect. Oh yeah, that's absolutely in the middle. Okay, all right. Okay, we are in an absolutely perfect position here. Looks like we're about 300, maybe just under from the pin. So I'm gonna grab my eagle, hang it out to the right, and hopefully I can land up on the mound and not beside it, because that has potential for some nasty rollaways. Get down. I think we're warmed up now. I think we're cooking. Okay. Another 20-footer for birdie. We hit this one, and we're in a great spot. Okay, after a few clutch putts, we are back on track, even through 5. I'm so happy with that. Hole 6, just look at where that basket is. We got a par 3 here, 272 feet. Everything until those rocks is out of bounds. everything. So you have to get at least to those rocks and up on that mound. So I'm going to be throwing my 4-time buzz just to the right of that tree in the center, and hopefully it curls around it and up on the mound. Maybe we go under par here. I don't know. We'll see. I put it a little far right, and it's just... Ooh, I'm not sure that's inbounds or not. That stayed a lot straighter than it usually does. Okay, I think I need to go buy a lottery ticket because it looks like I just directly hit that rock. I'm sitting on the line, just barely in bounds. Tricky putt though. I might actually lay this up. Yeah, I am 100% laying this up. Yep, let's let player 2 sink it. Oh, he almost did. Okay, a third of the way through, and we are even still. I'm loving it. Hole 7, par 4, 553 feet. The tee shot is pretty similar to what hole 4 was, with a little backhand turnover into that gap. You do have to put a little more juice on it though, so I'll probably have to throw a driver, not a fairway. And once you get in there, it goes up to another basket that I believe is guarded by rocks again. Could be another birdie if we get clean off the tee. Didn't quite turn it enough. Oh, slow down, slow down. Okay, I'm off to the left. I think it's okay over there, but I'm not sure. I forgot to mention that literally 10 feet off the tee pad, there's a bunker that plays as a hazard. Had I known that, I probably would have hit first available and been the first guy ever to have their drive land there. So I'm glad I didn't know that before I threw my tee shot. Also, I forgot that I had a golf cart in this round and I left it back at the tee, so we'll be back momentarily. So we might not be in the most ideal of spots because we're right behind all these rocks. I think there's a turnover forehand to the green. So I'm gonna grab my river. It'll stay turned the whole way, and I'll just juice it. That could be great. I couldn't see the basket though. All right, so we do have a look, but it is a very tough one. I'm not sure if I want to hyzer around this tree or turn it over around the outside. I think I'll hyzer it around the right. That's fine. What would the Anheuser have done? Same thing. Hole 8, par 4, 584 feet. This one's kind of a doozy. You got to get out the gap here, probably with a forehand that gets out to the right a good ways. And then you want to go up the hill. It is severely uphill if I remember correctly. And then the basket is tucked over on a downslope on the left. There is OB on the right if you throw your forehand too far, so it is kind of a placement shot off the tee. But once you get off the tee, you really want to think about putting your second shot out to the right because there's OB on the left up near the basket as well. So let's just get clean and worry about one shot at a time. I mean, it's out there. I put it too far left, but we're in bounds. It does mean the second shot is a bomb though. I also didn't know there was a headwind out here because the tee pad was back in the woods. So that would explain why my disc kept going left and refused to come back right. We're actually in kind of a decent spot. We got to throw uphill and then to the left. You might even be able to see the yellow flag through all of the trees there. You really just don't want to saw something off here because all those woods on the left are OB. So just get it out to the right and let the disc do the work. Get left. Get more left. That's probably circle 2 death putt. Okay, we're about 40 feet short here. I might regret this, but I think I'm going to run it. go. That's Big Deborah with the bird. Let's go. 1 down through 8. That's amazing. However, the holes coming up, I kind of need to be building a cushion. Just letting you know. I'm going to need these strokes come the last 3-4 holes. We're on hole 9, par 4, 657 feet. We're playing into a headwind, so I got to be really careful here. There's OB on the left and the right the entire way. You can see the basket straight ahead there. I'm probably just going to throw 2 hyzers in a row, maybe with my Wraith both times. And the basket's on another mound that's tricky. So if I'm outside of 20 feet, I'm probably laying up this time. I didn't put that out right enough. Get down. Okay, so it said there was OB over here. And I'm like right on the edge of the wood line, but I don't really see a painted line anywhere. We've seen painted lines around the whole course, so I'm going to call this in because, you know, I really don't even have a shot to the basket. It's all the way around this curve, so we're just going to play it from here. I'm going to have to lay up anyway to the middle of the fairway. All right, that'll work. Should get up and down from there. All right, I'm probably about 200 feet away. The basket, like I said, is on the back side of that mound, so you want to throw something that's going to land pretty soft. So I'm going to grab my AVR and hang it out to the right. Hopefully I don't get a crazy roll away. Don't know why I'm taking a massive run up. I'm trying to beat James Conrad. I'm not trying to be James Conrad. Goodness. Get up there. All right. It's going to be an interesting putt, but I think we can do it. All right, apparently I have depth perception issues because I'm not as close as I thought I was. We've got about a close to 30-footer here, edge of circle. I am going to try to make it because this is for par. I'm trying to stay ahead here because the fun's about to begin on the next hole. Left that just short. It stopped though. Okay, we'll take a bogey. All right, let's just tap in this bogey and scratch this one off as hopefully a fluke hole. Almost missed that one though. All right, we finished the front 9 at even. So if I want to hit 3 over or better, then I have to shoot 3 over or better on the back 9. It's as simple as it gets. Hole 10, par 3, 503 feet. Severely downhill, cart path and left are out of bounds. So you want to hang something out to the right. I don't have a forehand that can get there. I'll probably see what I can do with a forehand on a second drive, but I'm going to throw a backhand straight at those trees and just hope that it fades before it hits them, and then I can have an easy shot up to the green to get a par. All right, my grace has been good to me today, so let's just flip her straight up, but not over. Oh, that's got to get down. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I threw that way too high. Okay, let's see what I can do with a forehand. Not much. Okay, so that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, but we still have a straight shot at the basket. So I'm going to throw this AVR up there. Might even try to run it. We'll see. I'll decide in my reach back. You know, that's when all decisions should be made. I'm not very good. Just look at that. I wouldn't ask for any better backdrop at a course ever. Also, the next hole, that's the basket up on the mound I'm throwing from the woods over here. You might not be able to tell on camera, but that is the biggest mound I've ever seen. Okay. Sheesh. So, if you miss left, you hit a tree, could roll all the way down the hill. You miss right and you hit the camera and break it, and this round's over, and so is the video. So just hit chains. Or just hit that. Okay. Yep. That is all the way down the hill. Okay, another bogey. Man. Okay, it is time for today's third rendition of Let's Right the Ship Together, please. Hole 11, par 3, 375 feet on the biggest mound you've ever seen in your life. It's pretty wide open. You just got to throw something pretty hard and get close. As you can tell by the flag, it is a right to left wind, so I don't want to get this thing sawed off. I really want to commit to my shot here. I did saw it off, but that tree saved me. Okay, excuse me. You hear that train? It's trying to ruin my video. I'm about 50, 60 feet short. And the basket is on top of that mound, so we're laying up. Yep, perfect. All right, we stopped the bleeding. That's objective 1 in riding the ship. Let's see if we can get even better on the next hole. Hole 12, par 5, 986 feet. This hole is a disc golfer's dream right here. Top of the world, tee shot. We're going, I don't even know how far downhill that is, maybe 50, 60 feet of elevation change. So we should get 400 or 500 feet off of this tee shot. Once we get down there, we want to have a good placement shot on our second shot. There is OB on the left with the cart path and beyond, and with the wood line on the right. So you want to stay pretty central. And then when you get up there for your second shot, throwing your third, you're going towards the basket up there on another slopey green. This is birdieable if you can get good distance off the tee. So I'm going to grab either my Wraith or my Grace and just let it rip. Oh, that is a rip. Go. Go. Let's flippin' go. That is, whew. I'm going to try something silly and try to flex this force through the left gap. This might be really dumb, but it's going in the video even if I shank it. No, that's good. That's good. Okay, like I said, you want to go 400 or 500 off the tee, and that was 484, so completely perfect. As long as you get past the sand bunkers on the left, birdie's definitely in play. So I'm just going to throw another hyzer out there, either with my Wraith or my Force, and just get as far as I can, but make sure I don't saw it off and go too far left. If I execute this, it should be an easy shot into the green for birdie. I'm actually going to throw my yellow Wraith because it's easier for the camera to see. I definitely slipped when I planted my foot. Please get down. Please get down. Stop. Oh. Oh. We were flirting with danger there, but we're in. All right, those are two perfectly executed shots. I've only got about 150 to go to the green. I'm going to throw my Berg. Hopefully it lands soft, like a baby panda on a giant pile of marshmallows. Come on, come on. Shh. Yes. Good job, panda. All right. 3 shots of execution, but can you put it in the basket? Why can't I do this every hole? Okay, we're keeping a great pace still, even through 12 holes. Getting a birdie on that one was huge because there's still a lot of strokes out here, so many. On this hole, this one could be another birdie if we play our cards right. Par 3, 299 feet. It is a tight gap off the tee, but if you hit that with a little bit of hyzer, just a touch of height on it, not too much, then it should fade straight to the basket. Don't hit that. God. That last tree kicked us way off the fairway. If you can't see me, I'm over on the left side of the screen right now, deep in the woods. And I got kind of a turnover forehand out of here, but not really. I'm not sure if I can get to the basket from here, but we're gonna try. I think I got there. Okay, that was a huge scramble shot because this is not the hole you want to take a bogey on. Hole 14, par 3, 405 feet. Another really far downhill hole, and this one's straight in front of us. The first tree on the right serves as a mando. You got to go to the left of it. It's forcing you to throw that straight shot right down the middle. So I'm going to throw my buzz, maybe try to get a little bit of left to right action at first out of my hand, and then just get a look. Again, not a hole we should be bogeying. Didn't quite get that turned over, and that hit that tree to the left. Okay, there's no OB to the left, so we're clean, we're good. All right, not the best landing spot I've ever had, but this still should be a simple pig forehand right up to the bucket. Yep. Another par. Okay, even through 14, that's good, but I would love to have more of a cushion here because these last 4 holes are nothing to play around with. You can bogey, double, triple bogey every hole we've got left out here. This is hole 15. It's a par 4, 444 feet. The tee shot is so incredibly difficult because this sliver of grass between the cart path and the woods is the only thing inbounds, okay? It does kind of open up to the right a little bit once the trees end. So I'm going to try to throw just a stock hyzer forehand down there, a couple 100 feet probably, maybe 220. And then you throw across an OB section of a field into a rock surrounded island green. Let's just get clean off the tee pad and worry about it from there. If that gets past the trees, that's okay. I don't think it did, though. We're probably out of bounds. All right, we're sitting at the drop zone, throwing 3. Not a huge fan of the angle that I have to throw here. Just get on the island. Just get on the island. Okay, we're on the island. My gosh. I'm trying to throw this away in one hole, aren't I? Golly. Circle 2 for par. Oh, man. Whew. Come on. Oh, no. Sheesh. Oh boy. All right, +1. Oh, it's all falling apart. Goodness. We're +1 through 15. This is hole 16, par 3, 378 feet. There's danger right down the middle of the fairway. You do have a layup option over here on the right, but I feel like it's more straightforward just to go for the island. And if I miss it, there's a drop zone on the bridge that I can just pitch up and take a bogey on. I'm okay with that. I can par the next one. I believe it. I just don't want to be walking into hole 18 needing to par it. That's a scenario I do not want to be in. What is wrong with me? Oh, that did roll. That did roll down. That might have gotten back in. That looks in to me. Can you see it? It's right there. That looks in. We're cooking, boys. I'm the luckiest man alive today. Seriously, lottery ticket on the way home. It's happening. Oh my gosh, if I cash this, this would be the greatest thing ever. That is the highest elevated basket I've ever seen, though. Oh, I was about to raptor legs that in. Oh boy. Played 16 holes and I haven't had one piece of gum. What is wrong with me? I mean, I know you might think, Taylor, you're weird, but I'm not weird. I'm just extra. Huge, huge, huge par there. Huge. Lucky break, but I don't care. We got a par. We're on hole 17, par 3, 445 feet. Water runs up the left side the whole way. The cart path on the right does play as hazard, I believe. Yes, hazard. And there is a bunker in the middle of the fairway as well, but it shouldn't come into play with us. All I'm trying to do is hang this out to the right, don't even get near the water, and have an easy layup for par. I do not want to be worse than 1 over going into the final hole. Trust me, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. This has to be the most committed you've ever been to a tee shot. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It all comes down to this. Hole 18, par 4, 818 feet. And this is by far the hardest hole on the course. If I do better than a double bogey, I will achieve the goal. I will hit 3 over and tie him, which means I would have made cash at the event. I just can't double bogey. I think last time I played this hole, I triple bogeyed. So we got to do some improvement. Everything in front of me for about 300 to 350 feet is out of bounds. So I have to absolutely smash this drive up to the grassy area. Once you do that, I just want to throw a nice hyzer into the woods on the left side of the river. If I do that well, I will have a look onto a very tight island green with the river on both sides of it. There's danger everywhere. We can bogey and still meet the goal. That's a tall order right now. Every time I've said commit, I haven't committed. So we have to step up here. I have to flex this correctly. I might have done it. Keep going, please. I think that's in bounds. If that's in bounds, oh boy. All right, not only are we in bounds, we're in a fantastic spot. I got my eagle in my hand ready to go. I'm gonna throw this with some hyzer towards the river, but this thing ain't gonna turn over. It's gonna come right back to the left, and hopefully I set myself up in a good position to get to the island. Man, that was a huck of a drive too. It's great. Didn't quite get that as far out to the right as I wanted, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Okay, we're not quite in position to go over the river yet, so I'm gonna lay up to the edge of it. You can probably see the basket just on the other side of those trees across the river. You can see the white flags marking the OB as well. So I'm just gonna lay this up and then try to lay up again and just take a bogey here. All right, one more shot to execute. All right, moment of truth. If I stick this on the island within 10 feet, we can lock it up right here, right now. But if I make this, then I outright beat his score. So do I want to make it? I don't know. Just get on the island. We're there. Let's go! All right, guys, we did it. 3 over par. We tied the score. We would have made cash at the Blue Ridge Champions. No, we wouldn't have. There's no way I would have scored that in an actual tournament round. Although those last 4 holes, it sure did feel like I was in a tournament. That was stressful and eventful, and I had such an awesome time. If you ever have a day, a weekend, get to North Cove and play this property. It's only $15 for the entire day. You can play as much as you want. They have a pro shop where you can buy discs. They have a restaurant. I had one of the best pimento cheese sandwiches and chicken tortilla soups I've ever had in my life. So if you ever want to get out here, like, you can't miss this. You have to be here and play this course. I had a great time today. I played really well as well. Even though 3 over doesn't seem like it's really good, for this course, it's really, really good. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope this blessed you in some way. Next week, we've got a really, really fun video for you. Michael and Jeffrey are going to be back on the channel. We got another special guest as well. So I hope you're having a great day. I can't wait to see you in the next one. I love you. I'm praying for you. God loves you too. Have a great one.